All right. So this is Tuesday, April 20th. These are the TEKs that we're going to be reviewing. TEK 6.6A, 6.6B, 6.6C, 6.4A, 6.11A. Okay. So the first example, use the coordinate grid above to answer the following questions. What are the coordinates of point P? Okay. Some people are still, Q, sorry. Some people are still struggling with finding the coordinates, or the easiest part, guys, and I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody listening, you guys missed the easiest question on the whole test, the independent dependent variables. Listen to me, write this down. U starts with the Y, like you, Y-O-U. U starts with the Y. The Y is dependent. You are a dependent of your parents. Write that down so that you're going to get another easy question like this on your final for my class, okay? You can't miss these really super easy questions. So U equals Y, and you are dependent, okay? So whatever's on the Y-axis, whatever's on the Y-axis is dependent. The X is independent. So it does whatever it wants to do. That's a grown-up, an adult. Okay? All right. So we have to get those two down. Write those, put them on your wall. Get a postcard, okay? I need you to really understand those. Hold on one second. All right. So, all right. So U is Y, like I said. Okay, so we have to know those. Put a postcard up, hang them up on your wall or something. We cannot miss this super easy concept, okay? Now use the coordinate grid. So what are the coordinates of point Q? Okay, so if we look at Q, I always start with the origin. So remember, the origin is 0, 0. So the dependent and the independent values are 0. And I go to the right. Now it's important, I made this mistake in my first class. I was counting by ones, but these are by 0.5. So in the middle of 0 and 1 is 50 cents. Between 1 and 2 is $1.50. Between 2 and 3 is $2.50. Between 3 and 4 is $3.50. So look at Q. Q is between 2 and 3, which is $2.50, okay? So once you go there, you know that your independent value, because it's on the x-axis, is 2.5, which is 2.5, which is the same as the mixed number, 5 halves. Those are all the same values, okay? Now, when you go up and you're like, oh, well, where's it at on the y, which is my dependent? It's between 3 and 4. And what number's between 3 and 4? It's going to be 3.5, which is 3.5, which is 7 halves. They all equal the same value, okay? So the coordinates, I'm going to write it down here. Your x is first, so 5 halves and 3.5, okay? So your x is your independent, it's 5 halves, and your y is your dependent, it's 3.5, okay? Any questions on that? All right. So go ahead and do this one for me and put your answer in the chat, please. Okay, so what are the coordinates of point Q? Solve that and put your answer in the chat for me. Good, everyone. So point Q, you go start from the 0, go over on your x, and your x is -2. Once again, guys, that's the independent variable, okay? That's the x coordinate value, excuse me. And then go up, and we landed on 6. And so your y, which is your dependent, because you are dependent on your parents, the answer is B. So everybody got this correct. Great job. All right, next one. Now this is W. Be careful, because some kids in my first class, they got the wrong dot. So look at that W. The bottom one is Z, the top one is S. So what is the value of the W? A, B, C, or D? What is the coordinate pair for the W? What are the coordinates? Okay, I got some wrong answers here, which is okay. Okay. So remember, the dot for the W is right here. I told you the top dot is for the S and the bottom dot is for the Z. So the middle dot is for the W. Yes, you guys see your mistake? Oh, that's funny. Okay, I still have people giving me the wrong answer. So the dot for the W, everybody look at my screen. I'm not sure what's going on in your life right now, but the middle dot is for the W. Look at the screen. The Z is the bottom dot. The S is the top dot. The middle dot is the W. Oh my God. Okay, let me just show y'all. Y'all still not getting it. So if you go to the W, it's on between the 3 and the 4, which is 3.5. So the X value, the independent value is 3.5. The Y is 3. So the Y is 3. So 3.53 would be C. All right? All right. Okay, now this is a problem that a lot of you guys missed. Okay, so I really need you to stop what you're doing. This is 6.6 A, B, and C. I'm sure that's on your list of problems that you or TEKS that you missed. So watch this. When I was preparing on how to reteach this to you all, I found something really cool that can help you. So watch this. So you have that table, right? But we need to add an extra row. Okay? So I want you to redraw this and add an extra row. Okay, 39, 78, 130, and 169. Okay, so what you need to do is figure out what's the relationship from 3 to 39. It has to be the same relationship for every single X value, okay? So are you gonna multiply? Let me see. 3 times what is 39? 3 times, I can divide to get my answer. So I can do 39 divided by 3, 1. 3 goes in 13. So I can multiply by 13, but if I multiply by 13, is that gonna be my answer for each one? Can someone tell me what 6 times 13 is? Is it 78?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we can do, okay, let's try the next one. 10 times 13, can somebody tell me if that's 130? Okay, great. Thanks, Benjamin. Thanks, Kason. Awesome. Okay, and then the last one is 13 times 13, and that's 169. I'm assuming that's correct. So which answer choice, can you put it in the chat? A, B, C, or D is our equation. And remember, it's always Y equals which one? A, B, C, or D? Great job, Benjamin. Great job, Kason. I only have 2 answers. So yes, it's going to be, what am I doing with the X? I'm multiplying the 13 times the X, and that's how I get my answer for Y. Once again, Y is dependent on X. So you can't have a Y if you don't have an X, because you have to use the X to make the Y, okay? So remember that. All right, great job, you guys. Okay, let's try the next one, okay? I'm gonna have you try this on your own, and then let's see what you get. Attention, it doesn't seem like some of you guys are. So D says that Y equals 5 times X. So if I multiply 5, I mean, the 5 facts are not difficult at all. So if I multiply by 5, 11 times 5 is 55. 8 times 5 is not 52. 4 times 5 is not 48. 2 times 5 is definitely not 46. So those that pick D, I'm not sure why you picked that, because the 5 facts are really easy. You just count by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can use your fingers to count by 5s. So it shouldn't have been an issue of not knowing your multiplication facts. So those that pick D, hopefully you understand why it's not D. Okay, now I had some people pick B. So they said that y equals x plus 44. So whatever x is, I'm going to add 44 to each one to see if that's accurate. Okay, so 44 plus 11, 44, 54. Yes, it's 55. Okay, 44 plus 8, 44 plus 6 is 50, plus 2 more. Yes, it's 52. 44 plus 4 is 48. 44 plus 2 is 46. So yes, those that pick D, thank you. That's the correct answer. Okay, any questions before I move on? Okay. Next, okay, try this one, please. You're gonna ask yourself, how do I get from 3 to 2,400? And I love what Giovanni Smith said. He takes out the zeros. Oh my gosh. If I haven't taught you nothing this year, thank you, Giovanni. Yes. You take out the zeros and you ask yourself, how do I get from 3 to 24? Well, I know I can multiply by 8. I don't know if that's true, but let me see if I can multiply them all by 8 to get my y. So once again, this is your x, this is your y. So y equals, it looks like I'm multiplying 8 times x. So 3 times 8 is 24, yes. 6 times 8 is 48, yes. 10 times 8 is 80, yes. 11 times 8 is 88, yes. So look down below. Which one of our answer choices matches this? So right here, R equals 800 times M. Very good. All right. Good job, you guys. I think everybody got that correct. That's really, really awesome. Oh, Kason did too. Whatever. Let me try to take Gio's thunder. All right, try this one. I think this is our last example, and then we're done for today. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 9, 8, 18, 27, 36. And a girl from my first period was like, Miss Simmons, you can also look at it like the multiples of 9. I said, oh, that's true. So you're going to multiply. Let's see if that works. So we have our x and our y. So 1 times 9 is at 9, yes. 2 times 9 is at 18, yes. 3 times 9 is at 27, yes. 4 times 9 is 36, yes. So I found it. So y equals 9 times whatever x is. And so the answer is B. Okay. And that's all that I have for you today.